So
And look, I stay on him all the time. He just won't listen to me.
stop it.
All right, because I got to get Mama set up.
All right, so
And I'll be back.
Deep South says, "Wake up, Tommy."
Yeah.
All right, so let me start over so that everybody on Facebook and YouTube can get the same thing. Sorry, we're late. And what's so funny about this? We got ready early, so we could spend some time watching the part-time permies who come on before us. And I'm so glad we did, because there was a great discussion about St. John's wort, usefulness as an herb, and also about fermentation. And really got us, Patty's always said fermentation is one thing she really wants to learn more about. And we need to make some kimchi. And so we're gonna do that soon. But anyway, so, when it was time my normal routine is we go live on Facebook a few seconds, a couple minutes early, to give me a chance to share the link, because the way I'm set up, I can only stream to one Facebook destination, then I have to share the link. So we stream to the Alderman Farms page, and then I share that link to our Friends of Alderman Farms group and to my timeline and Patty's timeline. Well, I hit the stream button and I got an error that said unable to reach the server, check your settings. And I panicked, because we talking about settings in Joycaster, because it was something I set up a long time ago, and I can't remember how to go find that, to plug it back into my encoder software. And thank goodness, though, I waited a second and tried again, and it seemed to be working. So sorry that we're late. Right off the bat, I've got a question. Tell me how this sounds. I need a sound check. Give me a mic check on Facebook and on YouTube, because we've got a new sound setup. We're using one microphone, and I had to dig this baby out. That is our USB Blue Snowball microphone. It's a relatively inexpensive, but I have found it to be great quality in the past, and it's not new.
Check.
Yeah, so check, mic check.
I'm trying to get
check.
my bar stool up.
All right, so Medea says it looks good.
Can you scoot
they're
over
saying
this
the
way?
same.
Or I need to scoot over to you, huh?
Which way? I can scoot over a little.
I'll get it. Not that way.
Oh,
Towards me.
the other way?
Yeah, we can both be in the camera.
Oh, I can fix it. All right, so Facebook, YouTube says we sound good, and because of my delay, I can't even look at the.
What's going on, Internet? It is your boy Eric.
He turned my volume up.
Another awesome episode.
All right, hey Richard. So everybody says it sounds good on Facebook too. So good deal. Thanks very, very much. Thanks, Richard. I saw you responded to my message, Richard, because y'all heard me say we were watching Part-Time Permies, and they were talking about kimchi. Well, our friends Richard and Trisha Nations had been telling, well, Trisha anyway was telling me about an Asian market in Jackson, a little north of here, that has killer kimchi. And so, Richard, I saw that you responded, but we were trying to make a date to go smack down on some kimchi.
Yeah.
Maybe next weekend. So,
thank you, Amy. She says she loves my shawl. My sister-in-law got it for me for Christmas. I really like it.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Andy said he loves the mic. He likes the mic too.
Good.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's really a handy little. It's really, and it's got 3 settings on it. I was talking to somebody about it. I don't want to say who at the moment, but they were telling me, to get a directional mic, and there's one setting on the microphone has 3 settings, and the first one is directional, so hopefully that's good. I'm wondering, can you hear the computer's kind of humming, or I can hear the fan of the computer. I wonder if y'all can hear that.
And Toby's eating over there.
Ross on Facebook says, well, what timing? I have the softest beard on the block right now.
Woohoo, Ross.
Yeah, that's because Ross ordered some Relax and Restore conditioning beard balm from AldermanFarms. Ross's beard used to look like that. Not really. I'll tell you more. We'll come back to that in just a minute. But after he applied his AldermanFarms Relax and Restore, it's all good. So.
And we have 2 left. So that's one thing I was going to tell y'all. We're going to be making more of this coming week. So we only have 2 left.
So you can get your very own by going to AldermanFarms.net. And Amy, I didn't try to fix those links. So just AldermanFarms.net. And then you'll see a link to the store from there, and it's right there. And it's a measly $10 that includes shipping. That's a bargain.
Yes. We made, and that's one thing I made a mistake last week. I was saying that the sourdough starter I was saying was $5, which that's what I wanted to charge for it. But we have to add in shipping. And shipping on our little packages
is $3.50.
Yeah, it's $3.50. So.
And trust me, we have searched hard,
So just one thing that we sell in this package, whether it's beard balm or
one beard balm or one packet of thing, is $3.50.
Yeah, it's $3.50. So, but we have some to mail out. We've been running to the post office this week.
Yeah, we really have.
Yep.
We've been running. We've had to go to the post office, I think, twice during the week because we're selling. We're about sold out.
I missed them Saturday. Yeah.
About sold out of dehydrated sourdough. About sold out of beard balm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
we haven't sold out of the ebook, but we've been selling them. So went really good last week of the show.
Wait, David, I hope you're kidding. David Sherrill on Facebook says Tommy, the newest AFSN pitchman, Alderman Farm Shopping Network. Yeah, we don't ever want to become a commercial,
He was I fussed at him. He was a commercial.
I was too much of a commercial last week.
But he was doing it in silliness too. But
that's right. That's right, Kim. I'm not only a spokesman. I'm a client.
Yeah. Speaking of a commercial, he made an infomercial this week.
Yeah, I made an infomercial. I had it's hard to do this right because it's backwards. I'm looking at myself backwards. So that looks like my on the screen we're seeing of ourselves in the camera. This looks like my left hand. So when I want to do, that's what I want to do.
That's why I can't ever line anything up in the camera.
Yeah, because it's backwards. But
yeah,
that screenshot I showed a minute ago, that's a screenshot. So if you haven't seen, I've got 2 videos that we did that I put up this week, and actually the second one is just an edited shorter clip out of the main one. Proper beard care, how to take care of your beard. And go watch it because I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun making it. That's a screenshot. I won't tell you anything else about it, but that is a screenshot that comes out of that video.
It's quite comical.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate it if you share
it.
I'd like it to go viral. Pretty fun.
I told him, I said, I think you've had too much fun making this video.
Yeah.
So. It was funny.
Well, I think we've already gotten out of order on what you.
We have, but that's okay. I made a list of the things because I always forget something, so I made a list. So, and I want to say hey to 1980s Homestead. They're here.
1980s Homestead.
Yeah,
Man, let me just tell you, that is your name. It's because once Patty gets a wrong name in her head, that's it.
I really, seriously, in all seriousness, I do have a bit of dyslexia, so I see the right thing, but I say the wrong thing. So
yeah. But if your name is Fred and for some reason she thinks it's Susan, you're Susan.
You're Susan, and I have to be really careful. Look, see, part-time permies heard me say what I was going to say. My little joke about selling out of the ebooks, and they said, "How do you sell out of ebooks?"
Oh,
I was just being silly.
That's funny.
But we do appreciate the sales, y'all.
Yeah, we do.
Very much so.
We appreciate it. The animals appreciate it because without it, they don't eat. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's called a joke.
1870s. Why do I say the wrong thing all the time?
Can I say something else? That would prompt me to something. One of our most popular videos, and this was also a lot of fun to make. There is a girl she's Swedish, I guess. Mm-hmm. Jonna Jenton. and she does kulning videos, Kulning, and it is an ancient Swedish herding call, herding, Herding, and it's so enchanting and melodic, and it's it's like singing, and it's like, to me,
Heidi.
it's very Tolkien-esque. It sounds like elves wrote it, and of course she's a lovely young woman, and she shoots these videos in the most enchanting looking scenery, this winter wonderland. So anyway, when I saw that, and it's been a while ago, it hit me. I know what I need to do. And so we made a video called Cooling versus Hollering. And so the first half of the video is basically one of her videos. I just copied it.
Yeah, Amy says she's amazing.
She's amazing. I copied it and played it in there, and I didn't monetize the video because I knew that was a no-no. And then the second half, I mimic her. I walk out into our woods, and in her video, she looks back, sort of knowingly at the camera. So I did that too. And I got my LSU hat on, the flannel shirt, and all that, and I go to hollering for the animals, and it's gotten like 300-something thousand views. It's in our top 4 or 5 videos, and the comments are just gold. And some of the Swedish or folks in that area of the world, took issue with me. I called it, video is like Kulning, ancient Swedish herding call. And so when mine starts, I put a very similar title screen up that says hollering, ancient redneck, herding call.
Yeah.
And they took me, lots of people take me to task over the use of the term ancient redneck. Rednecks have only been around, blah, 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 blah. And so the reason I thought of that is because I said that was a joke. I said to one of the people most recently who said that, in all seriousness, I commented back and said, is there a Swedish word for joke? Because it was a joke, smiley face. And a little while later, another guy, Swedish guy, replied and says, yes, we do have a word for joke. It's pronounced Denmark.
Yeah,
and
that was this last week.
That was hilarious. I thought, man,
it's been a few years ago that he made that video, and people are still commenting on it.
It gets activity all the time. It ranks very high. When people search for cooling videos or whatever, it ranks very high. And of course, I linked to her, and I actually sent her because one of the first comments I got was somebody calling me out, for stealing her video or something, and so I felt bad, and I sent a message to her and said, look, here's what I've done, here's a link to it. If you want me to take it down, I'll take it down, and stuff. And I never heard back. So, whether she saw it or not, but it's not monetized, and it's hopefully bringing traffic to her channel and her video, because it's mesmerizing what she does. It really is. So I hope it was flattering to her.
I've got to say something.
Hey, Cameron, I'm sorry.
Your father smells of elderberries.
Okay, all right. So that's out.
Rain Country said that. So
Cameron's on. Hey, I want to. I'll come back and look at that in a minute, Cameron. I don't think it would have been fair use. I played almost her whole video.
But wait, and then David Shara says, you can call me Fred or you can call me Ted, just don't call me late for dinner. Yeah. Is that another one?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
That's not.
Okay. I didn't know, because I don't have the sense of humor that some people have.
So we may be launching another quote quest here.
Oh, God.
So let me ask this question. Maria, if you're still watching, Maria.
I am Roger.
Have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? I need to know that, because I may have another homework assignment for you, and it may not go nearly as well. But somebody on Facebook posted a photo. Was it you, Heidi? I don't remember. It may have been Heidi. No, Heidi commented on it. Somebody had a photograph of a rabbit, a real rabbit, wearing a real, I guess it was real, like little vest that said police on it, like it was a rabbit canine. And Heidi commented, watch out for its pointy teeth or something like that. And I knew immediately what she was talking about. So we started going back and forth in the comments about where's the monster behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit. You twit. Anyway, a great scene from the Holy Grail, and then the next thing you know, Heidi's posting these. And so, if you don't know what we're talking about, I feel sorry for you. Look at this.
Yeah.
'Tis but a flesh wound. What are you gonna do? Bleed on me? And then, of course, here's the monster with its pointy teeth.
And is Roger on there?
So is Roger on there?
I don't know. I'm Roger the Shrubber. That's how you say it. See, I don't get any of this stuff. I didn't watch. Right at first, he tried watching.
Fetch me a shrubbery. Yes.
She has some other quotes on here too. I don't know what.
So we had a great fun with that, and I posted all her pictures. Heidi made those. Heidi Rain Country made those, and I told Heidi, I said I knew I liked you. I knew there was a reason I liked you that had less to do with Mr. Rain and more. But
and Maria hasn't watched that.
Medea.
And Andy says, and the peasants rejoice.
Yeah, and there was much rejoicing. Yay, yay. Yeah.
And that was Venna, the troll slayer.
Bring out your dead.
I don't know if that's part of it or not.
No, I don't know.
Must be something else.
Venna the troll slayer's. I don't know. That's a some viewer has that, but let's see.
I'm showing him the comments because I don't do it justice.
Look, I can't read these comments because I'll never move on. Okay.
Maria's gonna watch it and make a video. So
she turned me into a newt.
Oh, Tommy.
I got better. Anyway. All right. So Maria's gonna watch it and make a review video. So let me just say, Maria, keep in mind that that was in my pre-regenerate days. But
what do you mean? It's bad? Is it bad?
Not.
Well, he don't have a good gauge of bad because the movies he's brought home for our kids to watch, with company.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a good gauge of that.
Yeah,
so.
That's I don't know, you Christian parents out there, have you ever, back in the days where you went to the store to get a movie and you brought it, you remember those days where you went and go rent something and you had to drive places and pick it up, and I've brought home movies for kids and their friends, for our kids and their friends over here.
I've had to stand in front of the TV set.
And Patty had to jump up and stand in front of the TV, because I just forgot.
I really only remember that happening one time specifically.
Yeah, it was in, well, I'm not going to say the movie, but I had no recollection of.
It was like a PG back then.
Yeah, it was a PG back then,
which makes it bad now.
But my goodness, I was so embarrassed, but we started watching movies together from way back when, and just completely forgot the untowardness of some of them, and man, that's something.
Maria says that was before Christ, BC.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so we don't really know if those are fit movies or not.
So we've gotten so off schedule here.
That's okay.
And it's all y'all's fault.
It's Heidi's fault.
It's Heidi's fault.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
I was looking for a comment on here.
I'm gonna have to watch the Holy Grail again and be embarrassed.
Yeah, thanks, Heidi.
Yeah. Guess what I'll be doing tonight after the show?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Message for you.
I saw somebody put on here for wait a minute, where is it? Telling Forage for Freedom to bring some to the gathering, and they would buy some, but I don't know what it is.
What it is?
Yeah. So tell me, because I might want to buy something.
Yeah, so we might want to buy something too. Well, you'll find out when you get there. When you get where?
To the Deep South Homestead Spring Gathering.
That's right, Wanda.
I just call it the
Post
gathering.
Post a link if you want to. Deep South Homestead
Yeah.
Spring Gathering. It's like tomorrow, isn't it? Not quite, but it feels like tomorrow. It's almost tomorrow.
March 11th.
March the 11th.
Yes.
Beautiful downtown metropolis of Wiggins, Mississippi. You almost can't get there. You can though.
I don't understand.
I don't know. It didn't work. Heidi's
What's your
thing.
favorite color?
Oh, that was a smiley face thing. What's my favorite color?
Yeah, that's what Heidi said. What's your favorite color? Or maybe she's not talking to you.
Oh. Yeah, she's talking to me.
I'm gonna quit repeating what you say, Heidi.
She's talking to me.
Oh gosh.
Blue. No, yellow. Ah. It was a scene in the movie.
Oh, Andy's coming to the gathering.
Awesome.
Oh, good, Andy. I'm excited.
Awesome sauce. All right, so
Who is going? Y'all say on here. Y'all sound off who's going.
yeah,
that's
sound
on
off
here.
if you're going to the Deep South Homestead Spring Gathering. Sunday, March 11th. There will be no monster trucks there, though, I don't think.
Oh, elderberries.
Your mother was a hamster and your father
That's
smelt
not
of
what I-
elderberries.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I shall taunt you a second time.
They're bringing elderberries to that.
Oh,
I
gosh.
want some too.
Well,
We
I want
have-
some too, but
But Cameron has to come home because I think he's telling me we have elderberries growing here.
Yeah.
And I need him to identify
I
them
never
for
have
me.
found them because I'm not real good at that. But Cameron knows every leaf and stick, and you know, you can bring Cameron
knows all
a
about that
twig
stuff.
about that big, and he can tell you what kind of tree it was and how long it's been there. Kind of like cousin Paul used to be on a first name basis with every tree on the property.
And what I think is so neat about Cameron doing that, we homeschooled, and Cameron was interested in all kind of different things, and he was able to learn about the different things. He was real interested in Indians and Native Americans and all that stuff, and he I actually gave him a credit
Primitive
for that.
stuff.
Yeah, primitive stuff, but
Primitive
he
skills.
learned the tree.
Atlatl. Oh,
He learned about the trees and all that on his own because that's
On his
what
own,
he
yeah,
wanted to
he
learn
was
about.
self-taught.
So, yep. So that's pretty cool. That's one good thing about homeschooling because you
Yep.
can do that.
an ancient Native American weapon is called an atlatl, which is basically, it's hard to explain, but it's like a little, if you don't know what it is, it's a little handle about that long with a
You
crook
use it
in,
yeah.
with a crook in the end of it, and you could put a spear in it, and so it actually would give you leverage. You throw it, like give you leverage. And Cameron became an atlatl expert, so much so that he was recognized as the Mississippi representative of like the United States or maybe even World Atlatl Association. It's kind of funny. I don't remember how, Cameron, if you're still on here, how old you were when we traveled somewhere to
He was like
some
14 or 15.
Indian
I think.
mounds,
I think he was 15.
and he did atlatl demonstrations and stuff. So that was pretty cool. That wasn't on the list of stuff to talk about either.
No, it wasn't, but that's okay. I'll write it on the list where I can
For the
cross it
first
off.
time in weeks, we make a detailed list
That
of
is
what we're
not
going to
true.
do,
I had a list last week.
but not this detailed.
You just don't know.
You got a
Okay.
you got a page full of stuff.
They'll see my misspelled words.
How many have you checked off?
I have checked off enough.
Because we do have camera 2 available and camera 3.
He said they're light purple small berries. I know, but I need to know what leaves they are, where I'll make sure I go back and check that tree.
Yeah.
So-
Well, at Christmas time, will they be any there at Christmas, or they only grow in the spring? Because
Cameron, do you still have your atlatl? Because Good Game Bees and Homestead said that they'd love to have a video of you throwing it, because it's a book and it's a weapon in a book series that her students love.
his students love.
Oh, he put up a thing for the image of it to show what it is. But do you,
Okay. Yeah, Cameron's got a link in the YouTube. I can't post that on Facebook for those of you watching on Facebook, but Cameron's put a link in the chat of the YouTube video that'll take you to what an atlatl looks like. And
I mean, he really
how
did
it's
an excellent
spelled.
job. He
yeah,
whittled it and carved it and everything. He did
Yeah.
good.
part-time permies said they get sidetracked in their live stream all the time. It usually turns into something food related.
Something food related.
Yeah. Where you going, honey?
I'm going to get my phone up here.
Oh. She's going to get her phone. She'll be right back. Don't panic.
Oh, I didn't know if
The star of the show shall return.
I'm hobbling around. I've been having the tailbone issue. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure I'd have told that.
I didn't fall or anything, but I read up on it and it said that it can just start hurting sometimes.
Where life on the
And it
farm
hurts.
just got real.
I said tailbone.
I got a tailbone problem.
I said tailbone, but oh my gosh.
I didn't kick her in it. So
No, nothing happened.
nothing happened. It just
Oh yeah, he said it was 15.
15.
So, boy, the chat is real delayed, huh?
Yeah, it is. All right, so let's move on. Let's go to your.
You want to go? Oh, see, he's being a conqueror. He knows I have a list, so he wants to make sure we get through the list.
Well.
Uh-huh.
So that's the wrong side. It's over here. It's poking out. I need to trim that. It's bothering me. So, you ready to go do to camera 2? You want to talk about it before you walk over there?
Oh, yeah. I decided to do a little sourdough experiment because about which flour works better to get the sourdough really going good and everything. And I was reading about it, and they suggest using a high gluten flour. Some people do, and a higher protein flour. So I went and bought some bread flour. So I'm just doing a little experiment, and Tommy's going to show you. He's going to switch the camera over there and show you.
This is not a screenshot. It's actually a camera. And I'm going to change the microphone when it gets over there so you can hear her. So I'll tell you when I got that ready. All right.
Okay, this is sourdough here. This one and this one that I started from.
Talk a little. Can y'all hear Patty? It looks like. Let me make sure. Yep, I got the audio on the right one.
Okay.
So.
But anyway, this is the starter that I started from my dehydrated sourdough starter when I was testing it out and everything. And what I've done with all 3 of these starters, I've kind of starved them for a couple of days, which means I didn't feed them, to let them get a little more sour and to kind of jumpstart them. Excuse me. But anyway, I fed these 2, this one with bread flour, and I fed this one with just the regular all-purpose flour that I've been using. And it looks like this one's more active, but you got to remember this is a bigger area on this, so I'm not sure that I would say this is being more active or not. I don't know. It is taller, but anyway, so I'm just doing a little test on this. I fed this with bread flour, and honestly, I don't know. I'm thinking this is my line here where it was before once I fed it and everything. I don't know. This one may be doing a little bit better, and this is with the all-purpose flour. So anyway, I was just thought that was interesting just to see which one would work better. This one looks fluffier on top. They definitely look different. But they've been fed the same until today, which I can see bubbling action all the way through the jars. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I'm going to see which one works. I've got to get more sourdough starter going. I mean, more dehydrating going on over here.
Okay, well that was fun. They probably didn't hear any of that. So.
Oh, you don't think they heard it all? Any of it?
Well, I don't know. It didn't. People were saying they could hear me more than her, and so.
Oh, okay.
Dang, I even tested that out in using the. Oh, you know what?
What's that, baby?
I bet I know what happened.
Oh, and Cameron sent the link of elderberries, not an out
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
sorry about
Oh. But I don't know what happened to the camera.
I don't have it.
You don't have it muted?
You probably needed to be on this side.
Oh, I was standing on the wrong side of the camera, he said.
Yeah,
So
that's not
anyway,
your fault.
that was an experiment I'm doing. The jar that was the smaller jar, the half-gallon jar, has just all-purpose flour. And oh wait, that Backyard Eden said they heard, they could hear me.
Yeah, but
okay, so I won't repeat it.
As long as you
it
can
just
hear.
wasn't like it was
Let me
that
turn
light.
this down a little bit.
So
back to normal. Sorry about that. Doggone it.
that's okay. Well, they said they still heard it.
Yeah,
So.
that's good. That's good.
Anyway, but I just thought it would be interesting to see because at different times, it's been different times of the year and everything. My starter has been more active, which I just mean that it will grow quicker sometimes than at others. And I don't find my starter grows as fast here in this house as it did over in the trailer. And I did some reading too that sometimes, like on new constructions, because there's just not as much, I guess, yeast floating around, I don't know, in a newer construction, that your starter is not as active as quick. So the next step I think I'm gonna bring one over to the trailer that's the exact same and feed them and see, how it goes from there. Yeah.
We need to research how to attract yeast.
Yeah. Well, but that's
Probably
what
smear honey on the doorpost.
no. On part-time permits, they were talking about, doing starting a starter with grapes, because they have some good yeast on. And I've done a little bit of reading on that, not a lot, but I would love to do that. I'd like to have some different kinds of starters. That would be fun to play with.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Quick comment here. Linda Ennis, thank you for confirming along with Kim that you could hear her. And I did not see. She said, "Did you see the picture Patera posted of her and Linda in Crossville? She was wearing our red Alderman Farms T-shirt."
Oh no, I missed it.
I didn't see it.
Oh, I'll have to go get it.
Yeah, we'll have to. If I'd have seen it, it'd be on the show probably.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
Oh man.
But thank you for letting me know. We'll go look.
And Backyard Eden said they're starting their sourdough adventure tomorrow. So good luck.
Very. Yeah.
If I can help in any way, let me know.
And Kim wants to know how long you can keep the starter going. Couple 100 years?
Just there's people that have starters that are 100 years old.
Yeah, divided,
I hate it. Tommy's Aunt Dossie is the one that taught me how to do this and everything, and I wish I had her starter.
Yeah.
I wish I had
it at one time, but it wasn't. Patty wasn't as into it, as she is now. And but on that note, I told Patty it's kind of funny to think how many. I don't remember how many sourdough starter packs, dehydrated sourdough starter packs we've sold.
No, I don't.
I mean, that's a knowable number. I have to look it up and add it up. But I told Patty, I said, 100 years from now, there'll be Alderman Farms sourdough starters all over the country, possibly all over the world,
Yeah,
and
possibly.
because
That's pretty cool.
so you can keep it going indefinitely.
And Andy had a question. Said, "Do I think that it could have something to do with how airtight the house is?" Just a thought. I was thinking the same thing, Andy, because this is, I don't know if we've told y'all, but this is a SIP panel house, and it's supposed to be
more airtight.
Yeah, more airtight and everything. So I was wondering the same thing. So, but I have had the window open by the starters, and I've also copying Michael Pratt here. I have my what's it called?
Grow
grow mat for my. I got one, just one, but that's why I have the towel up under the jars, because I have it covering the grow mat just in case. Because I did have one rise up really tall during the week. Did you have a picture of that?
No,
I sent it to you.
I didn't get it.
Oh. Anyway, I had one grow up really, really tall, so I didn't want to get sourdough starter on my grow mat, so I put a towel under it. So
speaking of sourdough starter, though, we were watching the Pratt family homestead live stream, and of course, Princess Pratt is in the sourdough smackdown with Patty here, and all in good fun.
I haven't done anything this week, so
But people were asking for Patty's sourdough recipe, and so we quickly I just quickly created a PDF, and that's the title of it: How to Rehydrate Sourdough Starter plus Patty's Sourdough Recipe, and it is available free of charge in the Alderman Farms digital store. So if you go to AldermanFarms.net, there's two store links in there. One says store, one says digital store. It's too much to explain why I have to do that. I've got two different shopping cart solutions, and one specifically for digital stuff. But you can buy it for nothing. You can get that for, and it's actually what it is the 2 pages, the front and back, that you get when you buy the dehydrated sourdough pack from us. It's a rehydrating sourdough starter, but it's also her sourdough recipe. So go get that. AldermanFarms.net, click on digital store, and then scroll down till you see it, and you can get that.
Andy's still pulling for me. He said that he ain't got nothing on the queen of sourdough.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But anyway, you was gonna tell him about your lunch I fixed for you today, or your whatever between lunch and supper.
Yeah, we should have done this live.
Yeah,
And
I
maybe
should have.
you'll make this next week live or something. I don't know.
Maybe so. Maybe I'll do it with the.
So Patty also makes
Fiesta.
these. We used to just call them dip mixes, but now we call them
Spice.
dip/seasoning mix, because we actually had somebody. Who was it? Was it Trisha? Somebody brought it to our attention about.
Rebecca's the first one that did.
Yeah. Hey, you can do
But-
this so much more than just making the dip with it. And so she took her ranch
Excuse me,
seasoning
Sugar Bear's
mix
calling me.
and made a chicken dish with it in the Instant Pot. And y'all, you talk about make you want to slap somebody. That was good. I mean, it was so good. Is there any of that left?
There's just a little bit left.
Well, you already had a second helping.
No, I didn't.
Well, that was me.
That was you.
Well, maybe I can just lick your fork.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
But man, it was good. So it's
yeah,
going to be
and-
in Patty's next. They'll probably title it 20 more easy Instant Pot recipes.
yeah.
And it'll be in there because, gosh, that was easy too, wasn't it? It was a quick Instant Pot meal, but it was fabulous. What?
Oh, but you can't expect a weird supreme executive power just because some watery tart threw a sword at you.
Help! I'm being repressed.
Him and his college roommate used to watch those shows over and over. That's why he can repeat
At one
them.
time, I literally knew the entire script. At one time,
Yeah.
because we would watch it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm easily amused.
Oh, they're having buffering problems. So 2 people said that. Oh, 3 people. Or 2 people.
I don't know why. It's showing all the signal strength is good and everything. CPU. Sorry about that. Refresh and see if it helps you. I see it. It's buffering right there too. Let me stop that. You know, we shouldn't have buffering issues on ours because
That one's not paused either.
I don't know how. On Facebook, it doesn't let you.
Oh.
There's no way to pause it on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Okay,
On my iPad anyway.
part-time permit said it started working again. Yeah, a lot of people said it. So
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why, because we've got like Star Trek level internet. In fact, just for the fun of it, checked it a little while ago, right before we started watching Part-Time Permies, and I was getting, right at 90 megabits a second down and 93 megabits a second up, and we don't need near about that for a stream. So
hey, Norma. Norma
anyway,
Mason's here, but Amy said it's fine now. So people had to refresh. So
thanks. Ross said Facebook seems fine for him. So
okay.
yeah, I don't know what that's. I can tell you this: YouTube's been having some issues lately. Because in fact, that's why I tested the speed because
We got to test our new phones too, and see if YouTube will work on it.
Yeah.
We were having a problem. Tommy nor I could do a live video from our phone.
But now we got iPhone X's.
Only because I got the cell phone bill lowered.
Yeah, it was her idea. But I'm happy. They fine. Cameras are amazing. But anyway, I was checking. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Tank. I had to check. I checked the speed because earlier when I was setting up, we always on YouTube anyway. We set up a live event ahead of time instead of just going live for the Sunday show. And it wouldn't, the page wouldn't load. And I didn't really check to see if other pages wouldn't load, but that's why I thought something was wrong with the internet. But anywho,
Part-time
that's right,
permits
Amy.
said that they have want us to send some speed their way. They have 2 to 3 down and 0.5 to 0.75 up.
I've been there. Yeah, we
But
had
I wanted to say,
satellite
I heard
before.
y'all say that on your show about getting the internet and all that. And I was just there was no buffering or anything on your show tonight, so it all came through good.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
That's right.
So-
It was good and smooth. So all right, we got a lot to cover. We got a long way to go and a
Ooh.
short time to get there.
It's okay. Now, one thing I want to tell you about. Would you
That's
mind
Sugar Bear
letting
knocking.
Sugar Bear scratching at the door, wanting to come in.
knocking, but you can't come in. That's
Okay,
enough.
there
That's
you go.
totally unrelated.
Yeah, you gotta. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, I want to tell you what I did this past week. I've been talking about this and talking about this and talking about this. I finally started made some soap, and here's some of it right here. But it is very soft. It will harden up over time, but I did the hot press method, and I want it to be firmer quicker, rather than to be soft like this. And so I consulted somebody that knows all about soap.
Did you say hot press or hot processed?
It's called hot press and cold press.
Okay, I thought it was
Yeah.
hot processed.
Well, yeah, you could say that too.
Okay, that's fine.
Anyway, so this was really soft and everything, but it still works. I used it and I really, really like it. So this is my shampoo bar. I'm working on a beard balm too, but
Beard bar.
bar. Yeah, to wash your beard with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm working on that, and I'm trying to be very careful how I choose my words. But like I said, I consulted an expert, and so the expert actually helped me with my recipe because, like I said, it was all oils that make a softer soap. So I needed a firmer oil in there. So they helped me with it, and I've got it. My recipe is reworked and everything, and so I'm
Right.
using a different oil in
Stop
it
before
and
you
everything.
make the announcement.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop it now.
You stop? All right, so
All right.
here's what you're going to do.
And so
You're
anyway.
going to watch YouTube.
Okay,
right
I'm gonna
there.
watch YouTube. Okay.
And I'm going to watch Facebook right here.
Okay, because
And so you want me to let me say it?
yeah, you say it because you
All
might
right.
say it better.
So the first person in the chat, either on Facebook or YouTube, who answers this question, Patty's going to send you
Not these.
either a bar,
The next
either a
week.
shampoo bar or a beard bar, your choice. So here's the question. Name the expert.
Doom 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 doom
I can't whistle anymore since the dog attack.
doom. You're doing pretty good. You're doing better than you used to. All right.
Boom, Nina D on YouTube. Nina D, you need to send.
Who? Oh yeah.
You need to send an email to us at
Soap.
soap@aldermanfarms.net.
Our shampoo bar. Or
No, they're just soap.
Just soap.
Soap
And let
at
us know what you want.
aldermanfarms.net. Give us a shipping address and let us know whether you want a shampoo bar or a beard bar. Nina D nailed it. First
Very
guess.
good.
Tara.
Tara, yes.
I think it was the first guess. Somebody earlier had said Mr. Rain, but I think they were saying hey to Mr. Rain because I know you don't think Mr. Rain was our soap expert.
Well, he might be a soap expert.
Yeah, but he
You
made
don't
soap
know
with
it.
pygmy goat milk.
You're crazy.
Good,
Okay, very good,
guesses.
very
Good
good.
guesses on Facebook. Sorry, but it was Tara. It was
Yeah, somebody said
Tara with
Rain
living on a
Tree.
dime, soaping
Yep,
on a
Heidi.
dime.
Yep,
And by the
Heidi
way,
was a
if you
guess.
ever want to know which toilet paper is cheapest,
Yeah, you've got to go see that.
first thing you got to do is you have to calculate a CPW. You have to calculate the CPW of the toilet paper, and you got to go watch the Living on a Dime
You
live
have to watch
stream. Tara did some amazing detail research.
She did, but it's hilarious.
But Michael,
oh my gosh.
Michael sacrificed his body for science.
Yes.
And to find out what CPW, that should have been the trivia question. What is CPW? But you have to find out how to calculate the CPW of
I don't know
the
what
toilet paper.
CPW
Yes,
is.
you do. The toilet paper to really know which one is cheapest. So,
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you gotta go watch it. Yeah.
That show was an absolute hoot. And I told him, I told Mike I was going to ship him some Boudreaux's butt paste.
Yeah, I think he knew what that was.
Now they're really wondering what I'm talking. Now you really got to go watch the video.
But he said something about that on the
Did
video.
he?
Yeah, so I didn't think they would know what it was.
Krista Marie on Facebook guessed it. Yeah, so it
Yeah, David Shar got it.
So
Cost per
family.
wipe.
Yeah, you got to know how to you got to know how to calculate the cost per wipe. And I think what we need to do is go to Walmart and ask the clerks, do you know what the cost per wipe is on this brand?
But I want to ask you this.
What?
Would you let me rub brown peanut butter on your arm and wipe it
Man,
off?
I don't know.
You would have been gagging. Even though it wouldn't have smelled, you would have gagged. Tommy would have gagged.
But
Yep, I'm telling you, he would have gagged.
I'm not sure I could trust you that it would be peanut butter.
Oh, it's if. We don't have the cow anymore.
Yeah, you remember that time you stuck that Hershey's Kisses into my mouth? I go to kiss her good night.
Don't tell me.
I go to kiss her good night. She got a chocolate kiss in her mouth. She's had it in her mouth for a while, so there ain't much left of it, right? And I go to kiss her good night. She puts that thing in my mouth, and I about had a heart attack. And it went on the floor. Man, that was a horrifying experience. Y'all can believe? You believe she did that to me? Man.
Now I have soap on my hands and now I just wipe my eyes. I won't really be crying.
I need to put some of that soap in my mouth because I'm having flashbacks of how creepy that was. It was unbelievable.
About that big around.
So, speaking of marriage tips.
But that's not all I used to do to you.
I don't remember.
I used to scare you all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's a great one to scare.
I don't
too.
like to be scared.
It makes him very
I'd
angry.
rather be in pain than to be frightened, by something sudden and all that. I shouldn't be putting that on the internet because now everybody, just remember I'm packing most of the time. So, speaking of marriage tips, I'm still working on my book, my first ebook, Marriage Tips for Men. Here's one of the rules, or all rule number one. The key to keeping your marriage safe is realizing it's never safe. Protected at all costs. You can't ever let your guard down. You got to, marriage takes work, and you have to, you got to work at it. So, oops, that's the wrong camera. Forgot about that. That's the right camera. That one looks better, though. The color's a lot better on that one. We look like, over here, I look like I'm ashen. There's a lot more color. It's just a terrible angle.
Well, it's because that one's getting.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. But anyway.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Oh,
Yeah, I need that soap in my mouth. Norma Mason said too much information.
Yep.
It was too much information at the time that it happened.
Yeah, but Christy Betts thinks that was good that I did. That was a good thing.
Another marriage tip for men is you need to sing to your wife. Actually, the tip is sing Lionel Richie songs to your wife, and that's going to be in the book. I'll give you a little sneak peek. One of the things you got to be careful about the song you pick because some of Lionel Richie songs sound great, but don't sing "Easy Like Sunday Morning" to your wife. So what?
Okay. TMI.
No, because that song's like I'm leaving. So that's not romantic. It sounds romantic because it's Lionel. Lionel Richie was at a concert one time. I was there, and he said, y'all know how I know when I'm in Baton Rouge? Because they say, "Hey, Lionel," instead of Lionel. But here's a pro tip. So yeah, rule number one: sing Lionel Richie songs to your wife. But here's a pro tip for bonus points: do Dean Martin. Right?
Yeah.
Such as, I don't care if the sun don't shine. I get my lovin' in the evening time when I'm with my baby. It's no fun when the sun's around, but I get going when the sun goes down when I'm with my baby. That's when we kiss and
See?
kiss and kiss.
He still likes to kiss
then
me.
we kiss some more. Don't ask how many times we kiss at a time like this. Who keeps score? So I don't care if the sun don't shine. I get my loving in the evening time when I'm with my baby. Excuse me.
Wish I had a Hershey's Kiss.
Man, you would have done it too, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes, I would have done it.
No, Tank, Barry White would be an awesome choice, but I can't do Barry White. I'm a tenor. I'm afraid I would choke myself to death if I tried to do Barry White. But you're right, he would be a good one. Of course, I guess I could just edit him because Dean Martin didn't sing that song that high just now. It's lower. But sing to your wife. It don't matter if you can't sing, Michael Pratt. Michael Pratt said that if he sang to Jenny, she'd go running out the door screaming with her ears bleeding.
Well,
but
see,
that's
Andy,
not true.
That's what Andy said. That Andy said that he's single, but if he started singing, he wouldn't be married for long.
That's not true.
No, because he stayed with me and I sing.
It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts,
You've
boys.
never told me that when I sing to you.
What?
It's the thought that counts.
You've never sang to me.
Oh, you want me to start singing to you?
Sure.
You have your fingers crossed?
No
He don't
fingers
want me to
crossed.
sing to him.
We're almost out of time, and we didn't even get
I
to
know.
your.
What?
We didn't even show them the video of you actually started out with your mad scientist picture and
I forgot you had a video.
and the video of you making soap and how it looked when it came out of there and how it looked when we got it all chopped up and I didn't get to show him a picture of my homestead hottie.
Oh, so see,
But
he's going through the pictures right quick where he can say, show the
Pistol
pictures.
packing Patty with that. And yes, she still has a tag on those boots. She's my little mini pearl.
Why take it off now? It's been on there so long. So
It's kind of a challenge now to see which lasts longer. That little plastic thing that holds the tag on the boots or the boots.
Yeah. One thing I've been making plans for is for when Tyra and Mike come. They're going to actually get here on Wednesday, so they're going to spend a few days here, and then we're going over to Wiggins, to the Deep South Homestead Spring Gathering.
Right.
Anyway, so
Nailed it.
So I've been trying to make plans for that and everything, thinking about different things we're going to do. We're going to actually make a few videos and stuff like that. So I'm going to be making more plans, and I've still got to work on my sourdough book. I wanted to have it done by the time we went to the gathering, but I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm going to try really hard this coming week. So, and I'm going to make soap this week. I'm excited about making my soap.
There you go, Christy Betts. Christy Betts says she makes a joyful noise. That's what the
That's
Bible
right.
says, right? The Bibles don't say make a pretty sound. It says make a joyful noise. It's the thought that counts. And that 1980s homestead, the 1870s said Todd can sing Randy Travis better than Randy Travis can sing.
Woo!
That's funny. Well, she told me today I sang that song better than Dean Martin did.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I thought he sounded better. Sandy Black said her starter's on day 4. What? Don't do that.
Artie's done moved over to Facebook.
Oh, she figured it out. I'm doing YouTube and you doing Facebook.
It's a silly place.
Anyway, Sandy said that her starter's on day 4 and has bubbles. Not too much beer smell, though. Can she make bread yet? Well, you want to see it double in size. The smell doesn't really matter unless it smells bad. But as long as it's a pleasant smell, not a bad smell. If it's doubling in volume, you can definitely, or just about doubling, you can definitely make bread, especially if you're using a little bit of yeast. But the sour smell or the beer smell is going to come as it ages and gets older. And there was somebody over on the Pratt Pack Facebook page. I think he is a chef, and we're having a little discussion about it and everything. And he was saying that, it even depends on what day it is. Some days it smells more sour than other days. So, and another thing, one reason that I let mine go a couple of days without feeding is because if you do that, sometimes it'll make it get more of a sour smell and taste. And so you might want to try that too if you're really looking for that sour taste. I don't particularly care for mine to be super sour. I don't want a strong sour taste in my bread. Some people prefer it that way. But
and I like it occasionally, but not all the time.
Yeah. So anyway, Nancy brings up a good thing to remember, y'all, to keep the family of the students and teachers that were killed in the school shootings in our prayers, because they sure need it.
Yeah.
It just is a terrible, terrible tragedy.
You just can't even imagine. Just can't even imagine.
So, but
well. On that
note, can I say something?
Of course.
Forging Freedom podcast channel says he needs one more sub to hit 1,400.
Well, let's get him to 1,500. How about it? What do you say, guys? So Forging Freedom podcast channel. Jump over there to his or her YouTube channel, and give him a subscription, and let's get him over the hump.
Yep, let's get him going.
Let's get him to 1,500. What do you say? All right. Now, it's going to be up to you to keep them.
He will.
All right. So anything else? Because we're out of time.
I just want to make sure we didn't tell them that we're selling our buck. Did you have a picture of him?
Yep.
I sent you that picture. We're going to sell.
Newbie.
That's Newbie, the Nubian. He's purebred. I don't have papers on him, and we've had him
just because we didn't fill him out.
Yeah, because they had a little bit of.
Oh, that's right.
Something was missing off of there. So anyway, he's not registered, but he is purebred Nubian. He's given us, I think, babies for 3 years, and his daughter from last year that we've kept is coming of age. So we don't want for them to crossbreed.
Yeah, we don't want them to breed.
So and we actually want to go with a
probably
Kiko.
Gonna get a Kiko buck.
Yeah,
this
to
go
get
around.
a
we kind of alternate.
Yeah. And so we just want to let y'all know that if anybody
if you're
is
local
or
going to be around, holler at us and let's make a deal. He's not available at the Alderman store online because I can't imagine what shipping would be. It's more than $3.50.
Oh, and y'all don't forget about part-time permies either. We watch their show. They have a lot of useful information. She is learning about, in the process of learning about herbs, and as she's learning, she's putting together. I don't know what to call it. She's put a page up on their website that tells about the herbs that she's learned and everything. So
lots of great information. We'll be watching it. That was our first time.
Yeah, so it's a lot of good information. They know a lot about. Her husband knows a lot about fermenting. I mean, it's just a lot of information.
I think we can get them to 1,000 subscribers tonight.
Yes,
so,
yes, most definitely.
Come on, you guys are so great about that. Let's help y'all boost it up.
Yep,
Sherry at 7D Farm and Nothing Flat.
Yep. She built up, so let's.
So
get
the world needs more good content producers.
Well, and YouTube has changed their rules and everything, and you have to have so many subs and so many views.
Not subs, but is it? Yeah.
So many subs and so many hours of watch time and stuff like that. So check these guys out and sub and help encourage them. So.
Yep. All right. So
Mr. Rain says that doesn't look like a pygmy goat.
Nah, it's not. Does this look more like a pygmy goat, Mr. Rain? That's what I think of when I think of a pygmy goat.
Tom, you're being ugly. I'll spank him tonight. Oh my goodness.
All right, so here's your reminder: whether you eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God. And I'm going to take the time, even though we're over time, to read our second reminder. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be haughty, but associate with the lowly. Never be wise in your own sight. Repay no one evil for evil, but give thought to do what is honorable in the sight of all. And finally, let this sink in. If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. And that's in Romans chapter 12, verses 14 to 18. And thank y'all for letting us. I put those little reminders up there for me, and it's good to get those reminders on at least a weekly basis, if not more often. And what else, Pat? Anything we got? Something heading up this week? What can they expect from us?
Well, no, I think I just already said that I was, making plans for when Mike and Tara come, but for Deep South. We're just really excited. We're going to bring our trailer over there. We're going to be at Flint Creek Campground, and we're going to have campfire time that whoever wants to come and visit around the campfire, and then we're going to have a little downtime Saturday, and then we're going to be over at not at Deep South.
Yes, at Deep South on Saturday.
No, we're not. We're going to be at
that's
Deep
right.
South gathering. It's at the fairgrounds, right?
Yeah.
It's at the fairgrounds. And so we're going to be over there, and from 10 to 5, is it 10 to 5?
I think that's right.
Yeah, so we're going to have
sure.
a whole day of it. So we're going to be having a great time. So I'm starting to make my plans now for that, and I'm going to make soap to bring. I'm going to bring shampoo bar and beer bar. Oh, golly. Beard. We got to think of a different
Beard
name.
bar.
And I can't say beard balm either.
Facial hair bar. That don't
Face
have a
bar.
ring to it.
How about a face bar?
How about a man bar?
Yeah.
We'll bring a man bar.
We're going to bring the man bar and the hair bar.
A man bar and a lady bar. Maybe that's what we'll do. All right.
Anyway, so I'm just trying to make preparations for the stuff we're bringing there. We're going to have sourdough starter. We'll have our dip mixes.
Maybe some beard balm. Hopefully some beard balm. I've already had some people say they want us to bring some. So
yeah.
Anyway, you guys are a hoot. We've enjoyed this. We enjoy you guys and are so appreciative that you take some time out of your Sunday evening to spend it with us, silly people. And so on that note, the number of the counting shall be 3.
Wait.
That was for Heidi.
Oh. You want to pray? Pray right quick before we go off for the people in
Yeah.
Florida. You want to do that?
Lord, we, just relying on our thoughts and words that we can come up with is just so futile, it seems, at a time like this. When unspeakable tragedies such as what took place in Florida come about, we sometimes just have to step back but Lord, it's step back and wonder what to say or what to ask you. But Lord, at times like this, it's when the absolute fact of your sovereignty is such a comfort. Lord, you are the God of all comfort, and so I think, Lord, that's what comes to mind for me to pray. For those who have been affected, and is that you would comfort them, that you would give them some measure of peace, that you would help them to grieve properly, to not allow the grief to set in, take root, and turn into bitterness. But Lord, that they would seek you as a remedy for their pain. Lord, I know that just percentage-wise, that there are many of those families and friends involved have no idea who you are. I pray you would use this horrible situation as an opportunity to introduce yourself. Lord, that you could bring them some measure of comfort and easing of the pain. Pray that you would send servants to be there, to wrap their arms around people and to love them and to love on them, and to give them the comfort that comes from a warm human touch. And Lord, I just pray that you somehow be glorified in the midst of such ugly ugliness. Only you can take something so horrific, Lord, and make it make sense, really. And so I find myself even struggling for words now. And so, Lord, I just trust that in the Bible's promise that as the Holy Spirit intercedes, you're translating what's in my heart to to do the right thing, because you're God and I'm not. And you've been God a long time and you're good at it. You've been God forever. And you know exactly what every need is there. And you know exactly how to meet it. And so instead of, Lord, trying more for fancy words or trying to spell out what it is that we need you to do, I think, Lord, we'll just trust you and just turn it over to you and say, you do what brings you glory and brings those folks some measure of comfort. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I feel awful about that prayer. That just wasn't. I didn't feel like that was very glorifying. But, forgive me for that, Lord. But I do trust Him. I know whom I have believed, and He is able to keep that which I have delivered, and He's able to do abundantly above more than we ask or think. So He can be trusted even in a situation like this. And so even with a feeble, awful sounding prayer like that, he can take it and do something and move in that situation and
That's right.
somehow make it better. Just at a loss. Just at a loss for things like that. So
yeah, but He knows.
He knows.
what they need.
He knows. So anyway, thank you guys for your patience, and thanks for loving us, and we just appreciate y'all more than you know. And we'll see you down the road.
Good night.
Thanks.